Hi to everybody who watches the channel. A big thank you for watching the channel. But I'm doing part of the celebration of Hull's 80th anniversary of caravan manufacturing, and also a bit of motor manufacturing as well. So where am I? Well, I'm actually in Willerby. Now, a lot of you will say, well, I know Willerby Caravans. Is it anything to do with them, Andy? Well, it is. Because it was Willerby that started up the whole caravan industry. And what I've come today is to see if I can work out roughly where the factory may have been. Now, some years ago, I got talking to somebody at Willerby, and they said, I live at Willerby, she said, and on Main Street. And I said, well, the factory used to be there. She said, probably houses. And I said, well, yeah, it probably will be. Now, the story is this. Hull became the hub of mainly caravan manufacturing. Okay, we know we had the big CI works down at Newmarket in the 50s and 60s, etc. But Hull, as an area for a nucleus of caravan manufacturing, was incredible. The 1960s, 70s, and into the 80s made this place. Everybody usually worked in the caravan industry somewhere. I just spoke to a guy up the road there before, and he'd worked at 4 different manufacturers. Now, so I'm on Willerby Main Street. Now, this is where the factory was, and this is where it all started. There should be a blue plaque. There should be a blue plaque, I reckon. You know what I mean? There should be something there, because this is where it all started. So I'm just going to walk down this bit here. Now, let's have a look. Without tripping over. Now, what happened was, when the factory really became sort of, it outgrew itself, because what Willerby did, they bought out a company called Robin Caravans in the very early 60s. Robin were made at Beverley, and they'd started up about 1952. And I think, judging by the looks of the Robin Caravans of that era, I would say definitely they were probably ex-Willerby people, because by the early 50s you were getting people leaving Willerby and starting up making their own caravans. Now, a lot of them, well, there wouldn't be very many, but a lot of them wouldn't survive. Anyway, Willerby bought the Robin Trailer Caravan Assembly Company Limited, and they were produced down at near Grove Hill up Beverley. And I went looking for the factory where that was a couple of years ago with my daughter, but it's just gone beyond recognition now, I presume. You know, you'd have to find somebody with a good memory and of an age to say where it was. But anyway, eventually Willerby decided to transfer all the Tourer caravan manufacturing up to Main Street here in Willerby. So they're producing Tourers under the Robin name, and although Willerby had produced Tourers themselves, and in fact, if you watch the film Carry On Behind, the old green caravan that Kenneth Williams is in is actually a Willerby from 1965, a Willerby Dandy, all painted green to make it look old. Now, you might think, how am I going to find this out? What happened here? Well, in about 1979, 80, Willerby decided to look at producing more caravans, but they needed a bigger factory. They'd outgrown this site. Now, I think As I say, looking at the houses, I'm be looking now at the old factory site where the houses would, where it would have been, and the houses would have built. They'd probably built about very early 80s. So that's what I'm looking for, some early 80s housing. Now, I'm just looking across the road there, and they look sort of that period. So I'm thinking, because this was the main road through before they built the bypass at the top, and I'm thinking this is where the factory may have stood. Now I'm going to go down and have a look down here. See what's what. Because as I drove up, this is obviously the older part of Willerby on the right hand side, but I would definitely say these were built 80s here. I would pretty much say so. I know they look older, but I might be wrong on this bit here. But I'm sure the factory was on a bit of a hill. Anyway, Willerby started off making caravans, from making packing boxes and beehives. And basically what happened then was they got into caravans in 1946. They produced a few very, very primitive tourers. And basically they decided around 1949 to redesign them, and they came up with a profile that they were to use for many years into the late 50s. And as I say, one or two people came away from Willerby and started up their own. Now there was a company called Northeastern Caravans, and they produced one I think called the Hawk, and they were made at Beverley. Now they look very much like a copy of a Willerby. They may not have come from Willerby, but I bet the chances are that they did. And as I say, robbing caravans, I definitely reckon that there's somebody, because their first tours looked exactly like a Willerby. Then in 1957 we had the Robinsons, or Robinson I think it was, and he started up Welton Caravans. He worked at Willerby, got into Welton Village, got the old, stables and etc., the old workshops, and started producing caravans there. By the early 60s we started Ace Caravans, we saw Swift and Silverline, Astral. All of a sudden the whole industry was on fire as the caravan boom came along. I'm going to see if I can find this factory if there's any more clues. Right, I might be barking up the wrong tree here. Now I looked at these houses here, they're obviously built possibly late 40s, maybe a bit earlier than that, I don't know. But all this up here is definitely all pretty new. I say pretty new, probably the last 40 years, which would tie in with the closure of the factory here of Willerby and the moving to Headon Road, which is where they're at now. And they moved there, I think it was in the late 80s, if I can remember rightly. So I might just be up, as I say, I might be at the wrong end of town. But I would have said that this is probably not too far out, because Willerby Main Street isn't overly big. You see, these properties on this side obviously are older. So they'd have been here when the factory was around. What I'm going to have to do is look at the aerial view. Could do with finding somebody of an age really who would know. If you go down that way, it goes down to the crematorium eventually, down that bottom end. This road would have gone through, it's blocked off at the other end and has been for a long, long time. But as I say, I think I'm not too far out if I said the factory was around about this area. I can't find any reference at all to where the factory was here. But let's put it this way. We're on the street where the whole caravan manufacturing industry began 80 years ago in 1946. and I think that is pretty good. It should be celebrated. Do you know what? I actually emailed the whole Daily Mail, but no, they weren't interested. They never came back. Told them what it was about, but no. Terrible. So yeah, these are definitely all houses that they've built in the early 80s, I think. So that would sort of tie in the time when the factory was probably demolished here and sold for building land. Obviously, it's a shame when you can't. It's amazing how things change. But Hull had been born as a caravan manufacturing industry base, and over the years, factories sprung up all over the place. A lot of them now long gone, and you'd never know they were there. It's incredible, isn't it? Oh. See, these houses here on the left, I would say they were built in the 70s. I really, because there's quite a big house set at the back of this big hedge, and I'm sure it was on a bit of a hill. So I think the factory originally started. So anyway, we're on the right place in regard to its main street. We know that this is the place where the whole industry started. There should be buntings up celebrating. Think of how many thousands of jobs this industry has given in this area. How many manufacturers have employed people, suppliers as well. Lots of suppliers local here too. It's a great pity when things don't get remembered. So, like I said, Willerby started it all off, and we had the offshoots of different companies, and they would start up mainly around the Hull area, but go as far as Fielders and to sort of go to Beverley, to Driftfield. And on this video, I think it's only fair and right that we actually cover Grimsby as well, you know, south of the river, because it's still part of the same area, and they had on that side the industry spread onto that side. We had makes like Cotswold Coachcraft, as I said before, Abbey, and we also had people like Boomerang and Mustang, names that are now long sadly gone, but should be remembered. Yeah, I would say these houses, I think this is where the factory's been, on here. I would like to place my life on it, but yeah, as I say, there's nobody who'll remember. I need somebody about in the 50s. All I can do is find young people. I'm just going up this hill a bit more now, and again these houses spread right up here and they go back quite a bit. So I think I'm fairly sure, but there was a railway, the railway runs pretty close by as well, by the factory, and I can't see any signs of the railway. I know it goes through at Cottingham, because it runs not far from the original Swift factory there. Chap here looks a bit older. I'll stop and ask him. Well, I just found a couple who'd actually lived here most of their lives, and they can't really remember Willerby factory, but they think it was the other end. So I'm at the wrong end, down by the crematorium. So she was trying to find a bit of information for me, actually. But she couldn't get a signal on her phone. Yeah, psychic.
That's it. All for them barriers, it's just there.
So it's all there. So if I drove, I could walk to it. Couldn't I?
could walk.
Yeah, I'll drive up to the barriers then.
Yeah,
Drive to the barriers.
Yeah, and just walk through.
Yeah,
And it must. Is there some houses?
There is on Willerby Road.
Is there quite a few? Because it would have been. It would.
It's a long road, but it brings you right out near the hospital on Castle Hill Road.
So I know somebody would have known where it was, but they're dead now. So,
yeah.
so maybe psychic might know.
Well,
That's a psychic. See how good he is. I'd frighten me. I believe in all that, and I'd frighten myself to death.
Well, I'm a skeptic, so I'm.
Oh well, you want to listen to the Uncanny on with Danny Robinson on there on BBC Sounds? Some very very good cases.
Apparently this man's supposed to be
Is he?
amazing.
Oh, I hope you get amazed
We'll see.
nicely, and you. I bet you're thinking, God, Andy, you are a Burke. I'm going to go up there. Time is marching on. I should be getting home. My phone's in here. No, I might look. Somebody will have been ringing. No, they haven't. 6:25. Means I'm not going to get back to about 9 now. I had a late night last night. Good job my wife's not where she should be going mad. Should have divorced me back down the street there. Lovely, what a pair of lovely ladies. So friendly. That's what I find about this area. It is a very friendly area, actually. Now, I know this crematorium because I went to a funeral here, which was Reg Dean. And you know, I've talked about Reg before. He was a fantastic caravan designer. And he was cremated up here. I went to his funeral. Willerby Low Road, that's the one. See how we get on. Sorry about this.